So Rockstar Games made an apology for the poor launch of Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy the Definitive Edition, and you might say, well, that's great, finally some sort of a communication between Rockstar and the community. But I'm afraid Rockstar made it not because they care about the community or want to communicate more with the community, but because they had to, and even more in this apology they're using some pretty cheap manipulative tactic, and it kinda pissed me off. Anyway, on 11th of November Rockstar released Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy the Definitive Edition, remaster for the original trilogy. And as you probably know, it didn't went well, especially on a PC. I mean, take a look at the Metacritics score, 0.5. And you might say that it's a review bombing, game isn't that bad, but I mean, people bought it, pre-ordered it for $60 or even more, and were not able to play it for a few days. Anyway, yesterday, in more than 1 week after this release, Rockstar posted such message on their website. We want to provide an update regarding to the unexpected technical issues that came to light as part of the launch of Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy the Definitive Edition. Unexpected technical issues. I mean, who would expect that without quality control the game on a PC will be released in such a terrible state? By using this word unexpected, they're trying to make situation look like it's something that they could not predict, like, you know, some natural disaster, lightning hit their server and broke the game. While in reality such failure should not be a surprise for you when you rush the project and put not enough quality control into it, if any. You see what they're trying to do when they're using this unexpected word? They're just trying to remove the responsibility from themselves. It's like they're saying, well, it's just a bad luck, could happen to anyone. It's unexpected. It's such a cheap move, but unfortunately it's not even the worst part of this article. Anyway, next they're saying, firstly, we want to sincerely apologize to everyone who has encountered issues playing these games. Yeah, sincerely apologize. So sincerely that it took you more than 1 week to realize that you need to make this apology. And you know why they made this sincere apology on Friday evening exactly? Because stock markets were closing. Take-Two don't want to lose even more in a stock price on Monday morning when stock market will be opened again. That's the only reason for this apology to exist. Pure damage control. User score is terrible, it's a huge scandal, it's in the news everywhere, Take-Two is losing money. That's it, they need to do something. At least to promise some title updates that will fix many issues. This message is not for the community, it's for investors. It's like they're saying, guys, please don't sell our shares, it will be fine, we will fix everything with some patches and people will continue pre-ordering our games, without even seeing actual gameplay. Just have some goddamn faith. But the next part is even more annoying to me. Let me quote this actually. In the meantime, it pains us to mention that we are hearing reports of members of the development teams being harassed on social media. We would kindly ask our community to please maintain a respectful and civil discourse around this release as we walk through these issues. In my opinion, this part is pure and shameless manipulation, but let me explain why. First of all, it's obvious that sending threats to people who worked on this game, to developers, managers, to CEO of Take-Two is not acceptable, it's bad and it's illegal. Unfortunately, every public person receives such threats time to time. It's a huge problem, and it's not only a problem for Rockstar community, like some people try to pretend. No, this problem exists in every community, for every topic of discussion. I mean, try to say something about politics publicly, or let's say about vaccination. I'm pretty sure that amount of personal threats from people who disagree with you will surprise you. So unfortunately, these personal threats are pretty common. Yes, they are unacceptable, yes, it's a bad thing and we all need to admit it, but what Rockstar is trying to do here, by including this part into their apology, is to shift the topic of discussion, and it actually worked. Pretty much every single retweet of this post by Rockstar that I saw on Twitter starts with this topic, and people are saying, yeah, we should admit that harassing developers is not okay. And only after that, and not even always, they are talking about the apology itself and situation itself. And yes, they should talk about this problem. After all, it's their employees who are getting harassed because of the mistakes of the higher management of the company in general. But to do that, they should make a different, separate post, big post, because this problem is a pretty huge one and it deserved more detailed explanations than just one paragraph in the newswire. And in this separate post, they should not only admit this problem, but also explain that developers are just people who are working hard and doing their best, and they're not really responsible for the poor quality of the final product and all these issues. It's a result of poor management. It's a mistake made by company, by Rockstar. They should take all the responsibility, but they are not doing it. They are not taking the responsibility. They are not explaining that developers are actually the biggest victims in this situation, because they are not only receiving these threats from crazy people in internet, but also they will have some pretty bad project in their portfolio, plus they will receive less bonuses, less money, and all that because of the mistakes made by higher management. And by the way, this separate post with the explanation from Rockstar Games should have been posted like 1 week ago, because I'm pretty sure that the maximum amount of threats that developers received happened during the time when Rockstar Launcher went offline, like on 12th of November. But they started to talk about this problem only yesterday, and you know what, call me cynical, but I'm pretty sure that they've made it not because they care about their employees, but simply to shift the topic of discussion. So to me it looks like they are saying, yeah, some bad unexpected things happen, but look, there are like terrible persons out there, let's talk about them instead. And unfortunately it works, because you know, this problem with death threats is more important than bad launch of the game, and that's why everyone is talking about this. And I repeat, we should talk about this, we should say again and again that it's not acceptable, but it should be a different, separate discussion. And I know it's a different kind of thing, but since we're talking about threats, let's not forget how Take-Two was threatening modders who were improving this GTA original trilogy for free, how they were sending DMCA strikes and even real lawsuits against these fans, in many cases causing them real problems in real life. And all because Take-Two and Rockstar don't want us to compare these free mods with a $60 remaster. Anyway, as a part of an apology, Rockstar will also add the classic PC version of Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy back to Rockstar Store. I don't know why they have removed it in the first place, but anyway, additionally, everyone who has purchased Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy The Definitive Edition on a PC from Rockstar through June 30, 2022 will receive these classic versions for free. In my opinion, this gift is kinda weird, because like, why would you need an original trilogy if you already have a remaster? But I guess they needed to give some sort of a compensation. Anyway, at the end of the newswire post, Rockstar are saying that they would like to thank everyone for their patience and understanding, which is kinda funny, because from what I saw, almost no one had neither patience nor understanding. Anyway guys, for me pretty much everything about this apology post feels wrong. The words that they are choosing, like unexpected, overall tone, the time when they decided to publish this post, all this stuff makes this apology look unsincere and fake. It looks like Rockstar were avoiding talking to the community for so long that they even forgot how to do it properly. But maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this situation? Do you believe that Rockstar really cares about the community, or at least about their own developers? Or all this stuff is just the cheap manipulations? And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, до свидания.